In this video, you will be learning Chapter 6, Data Description. We will be covering Subtopic 6.3, Measures of Dispersion. By the end of this video, you should be able to find and interpret variance and standard deviation for ungrouped data. Find and interpret variance and standard deviation for grouped data. Variance and standard deviation can be defined as measurement of how far each number in a data set is from the mean. It is used to determine the dispersion of a set of data. Higher value of standard deviation means the data is more dispersed and less consistent. The lower the value of standard deviation means the data is less dispersed and more consistent. This slide shows the formula of variance and standard deviation of ungrouped data. Now let's try to answer example 12, find the mean and standard deviation for the above data, and interpret the values obtained. This question consists of two different data. So we have to find mean and standard deviation for both data separately. First, find the mean of the given data. We have learned before how to find mean of ungrouped data. I hope all of you are able to find the mean. Next, to find variance, we have to check the formula of variance. In this formula, we need to know the summation of x squared and summation of x. It would be good to have a table to represent the given data. Key in the value of summation of x squared and summation of x into the formula of variance. Find the square root of the variance to find the standard deviation. We are going to repeat the same step for data 2. Mean of data 2 is 13. Standard deviation of data 2 is 6.69. In conclusion, from the value of standard deviation, we can say that standard deviation of data 2 is greater than data 1. Therefore, data 2 is more dispersed and less consistent compared to data 1. In this slide, we will discuss on the variance and standard deviation of a grouped data. Make sure to use the correct formula. Let's try to answer the following example. Find the mean, variance, and standard deviation for the data below. We must first find the midpoint of each class to find mean. Midpoint can be obtained by adding the lower limit and upper limit of the class and dividing the value by 2. Complete the table. Find the values of f multiplied by x. We can now find the mean of the given data. Next, find the values of f multiply with x squared. We can now find the variance and standard deviation of the given data. I would like you to find the standard deviation of example 14 on your own. First, check the table obtained. Did you manage to find all the values correctly? The standard deviation of example 14 is 6.63. Now, let's try to answer the next question. The bakery allows only loaves of bread, each with a mass of within 1 standard deviation from the mean, to be sold in the market. Find the interval of mass of the loaves of bread allowed to be sold. First, we need to find the mean of the data to find 1 standard deviation from the mean. To find 1 standard deviation from the mean, we will add and subtract the value of standard deviation from the mean. Thus, the interval of mass of the loaves of bread allowed to be sold in the market is between 425.17 gram and 438.43 gram. I hope you are now able to find and interpret variance and standard deviation for ungrouped data. Find and interpret variance and standard deviation for grouped data.